Happy Monday morning, everybody. Yesterday, on Sunday, they played football. You know, the NFL had their playoff games, and all the games were exciting. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is very happy. His Washington Redskins, they won an exciting one with a field goal, so congratulations to Dale Jr. Darn it, the Packers went out right away, got beat. Dun, 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 dun. Go, Pack, go. We got a lot of family up there, and who doesn't love the Packers? The Packers are as genuine as you can get. So anyway, hey, Wallace, what do you talk about the NFL for, man? Okay, so on Fox, they are doing big-time commercials with Joseph Newgarden for the IndyCar series for the 2025 season. Well, as I was scrolling the newspaper, social media, you know, back in the day, you'd read the newspaper and you would turn the pages. So as I was reading social media and I was turning the pages, I see in the sections there, in the comment section, there's a lot of pissed off NASCAR fans. How dare Fox TV advertises the IndyCar series? What about us? What about NASCAR? So it made me think. I thought, well, that's some content. That's a storyline right there. Will Fox be able to cover both series? Will they make the NASCAR fans jealous? They already have. I know everybody at Fox, obviously, right? I worked there for 15 years. I think they're a big enough company that they can handle it all. Although it was amusing to me that all of a sudden it falls right in line with what I said there a month or so ago. I can talk bad about my sport, but don't you talk bad about my sport. Well, nobody's talking bad here, but it was a really good commercial, by the way. You know, I had a talk with Joseph Newgarden down at the Nashville, the concrete track. You know, we did Trackside Live. What a good guy. And I said, Joseph, you look so Russian. You know, you got that square face. You look Russian. Are you Russian? Joseph Newgarden. He said, no, I'm born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee. That was a good one. But that's what the commercial was kind of based around. It was based around Joseph Newgarden being the man. Kind of like, the beer man, he's perfect. Right? Joseph Newgarden, he does everything perfect. And he's a beautiful man. And then all of a sudden, Tom Brady, it's a good commercial, a lot of money involved in it. Then Tom Brady goes, hey, because, Tom Brady, a good-looking guy too. So basically, it was a unique way, but I think it was a good way to build superstars. Instead of doing one big-ass commercial on the whole sport, I think I liked it. They focused on one guy, and it's like, hey, let's build a superstar, Joseph Newgarden. I think it worked. It worked. Plus, he's won Indianapolis 500s back-to-back. So, there's an old joke in IndyCar. After the Indy 500 is over, everybody says, oh, do you all keep racing? It is a series. So they need some help. Now, Fox is going to continue covering, NASCAR. And I got to tell you, I just want to drop this in there. This has really nothing to do, but it does have everything to do. I'm a little worried about the economy right now. Man, that stock market has been losing for like 2 weeks in a row. And a little birdie's telling me, I'm not going to tell you who it is, but he's an ex-CEO. He's retired now, but he's no dummy. He said that car sales are down. Things aren't looking good. You know, some of these smart people, they can sense when things are coming. And I'm hoping that when this new administration gets in here in a couple weeks, that somebody turns the switch on, turns the lights on real quick. Because, you know, Kyle Petty said it best. He says, you can tell how things are going, just watch the stock market. Stock market's been losing. So I am worried a little bit about NASCAR right now, because NASCAR, you know, takes a lot of money. So thank God for these TV companies. You know, NASCAR's not going anywhere. Because Fox, remember, I've been preaching this to all of you. Fox TV paid NASCAR billions of dollars. So, you know, the money's going to be there, but I am worried about these teams. Now, NASCAR might not be selling sponsorships right now with the way they're used to. This is what my informant told me, that, you know, they're having a little tough time selling some sponsorships. But on the other hand, I see the race teams over here doing quite well, you know. So we will see. I see, you know, Monster Energy drink sponsoring Herbst. Tyler, was it Herbst? But they own a lot of gas stations out on the West Coast, so I'm sure that was a good trade. Of course, we got Front Row Motorsports starting a new team. You know, so, I mean, we got Brad Keselowski starting a new team with RFK. So it seems to me that the car count is very healthy, right? I mean, we got a record amount of cars here lately going to the Daytona 500. Remember the Helio Castroneves deal? He's locked in because he's considered an international superstar. So we will see, everybody. And I think Fox TV can handle both series. The IndyCar series, their Indy 500 has always been exciting. That pass by Joseph Newgarden in turn 3 on the last lap, that was exciting. And remember, I interviewed Michael Andretti on Kenny Conversation. That I talked to Michael Andretti on Kenny Conversation. And if you go back through Kenny Conversation, Michael Andretti said, Roger Penske, those guys over there, Jay Fry, they just don't have the money. They don't have any money to advertise. Last year at that Alabama race, they only had like 168,000 people watching. So I like IndyCar racing, but they got a long way to go. Let's see. I think it's going to be easy. And there's no telling what Fox paid for IndyCar. I'm assuming they paid a normal price. I'm sure Roger Penske, I'm sure as wealthy as he is, first things first, let's get some TV coverage for IndyCar, okay? But I'll be honest. I'll be very honest. I love IndyCar and I like all those guys. I just don't think it's as exciting as NASCAR. Now respond right here. All right. I'm getting ready to do Herman Schrader with Kenny Schrader here in a little bit. Happy Monday, everybody.